I mean, I'm passionate about what youth services does because I see the result of it. It's been extremely important.
A stands for Accountability and Change in Education. We deal with children from kindergarten through 5th grade. We also have the junior high through high school. They're sent to us, and there's a variety of reasons. They're usually behavioral reasons that we work with. And while they're there, we work on making them accountable for their decisions and really helping them understand why they're making bad choices in the classroom.
It's just not a holding place. It's a place where they go and there are staff there that handles the needs of those students. You know, both from a behavioral standpoint and from then an academic standpoint. It is a great place for us to be able to send students. We can send kids, know that they're going to be extremely well taken care of, come back here in a spot academically which doesn't put them behind. That part of it has been critically important for us. The other one that I've become more familiar with this year is the group home setting. Unfortunately, there seems to be a growing number of situations out there where our students leaving the home setting or are forced to leave the home setting, or let's just say that home setting is not what's best for them for whatever reason. And there's no other place for those kids to go. I mean, think about it, even in a town like Sheridan, which is by no means a big city, where do those students go? What types of opportunities are available for those students to get that kind of care, to get that staff out there in the group home that understands their needs, works with them, that without that group home setting, they're not in school. They're just not in school. They've either dropped out, they've left. I can't imagine what would have happened to those students without that setting.
So a little bit about my stay at the Milestones Youth Home. It's been very helpful, and it's been a very positive environment for me with dealing with what I have at my house and with what I have had to go through and live with in my entire life. So for me, it's just been a very positive thing. Some of the things that I've learned is just, you know, I really have to be myself. I guess you kind of have to experience it to understand. You just learn so much. Being here has brought out the better part in me. Thank you, Volunteers of America. It's been great.
The other piece of it that I think goes unnoticed is the work that they do with parents. Counsel those parents to find resources for them, to help them understand what's going on with that student. In many cases, those students then, when returning home, they return to a better scenario than they left. The student understands the situation better, the parent understands the situation better, and that's critical when we're talking about these students who are at-risk students anyway. And when we add something else onto their plate, like a dysfunctional home setting, or they've been displaced from home, or whatever it may have been, I don't even want to start thinking about the number of students we would have lost without that service.
Volunteers of America has a real presence in our community. I've seen a number of positive outcomes with youth after they have had a stay at the group home in particular, because staff at the group home have provided a safe, structured environment that allows them to have that time out, to reflect, and it serves to de-escalate, provide some clear thinking, and give us that pause that we can then move forward with other services that may need to be provided for the youth.
My experience at Volunteers of America has been actually pretty fun in a good way. It's like changed my attitude and thought process about a lot of stuff that's been happening in my life. Chores have definitely taught a lot of responsibility for me. Yeah, we have a lot of chores actually. We have to do laundry, vacuum, do the dishes. I've learned a lot actually. I've learned how to cook a lot of different things like fried zucchini. I learned how to cook eggs. Thank you, Volunteers of America.
I get to work with youth around the community and within the Milestones Youth Home. All different types of kids, ones that, you know, are currently living in placement of homes, and some that live right here on campus in the independent living apartments that we have, as well as within the youth home. I get to help facilitate the becoming an adult, so learning life skills that maybe they didn't learn at home or weren't given the opportunity to learn in their foster homes and things like that. Some of those can range anywhere from budgeting or to how to take a loan out, to getting jobs, to getting an apartment, to even, the more simpler things like how to do your laundry or how to clean a house properly. It feels really good to work with kids and get to see that where they come from, the mistakes that they make, and what they learn and how they grow from them.
When I was at Milestones Group Home, I came from the Wyoming Girls School to transition into independent living. Right now I work at Renew. I start back school in the fall. My degree is early education. I want to thank Volunteers of America, Milestones, helping me from transition to the girls' school to here, because I know if I wanted to do it my way, I probably wouldn't be in college and have my own house, my own car, my own job. Even though I didn't want to come, I'm glad I did.
Whenever there's a group out there that will make the lives of our students better and get them here at school so we can educate them and then work with us to get us to better understand what's going on in their lives, that's a win-win deal for everybody.